What's up, Taiwan? I'm Jaime Ocon with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. A prominent U.S. political scientist says that only a formal declaration of independence by Taiwan would push China to attack it. Jaime made the comment at a forum on geopolitics in Taipei. He says that China's military is not in a good position to win a quick victory in a war over Taiwan. But he says political issues sometimes cause countries to start conflicts they know are risky. Mayor Jaime has caused controversy in the U.S. over his statements that Washington is responsible for Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But he says the situation is different in the case of the U.S.'s support for Taiwan.
But with regard to Taiwan, I think we are not interested in provoking a war because we would be directly involved in that war. You see, we could afford to provoke a war in Ukraine because we're not doing the dying.
Taiwan's military has invested billions of dollars into systems like tanks and fighter jets, but the war in Ukraine has shown that bigger doesn't always mean better. I report on a company that's hoping to use new technology to enhance Taiwan's defense.
This T-shaped device might look like a household appliance, but it's actually an advanced defense system. It's called the TRadar Pro, and it's used to monitor and defend against small drones that could pose a threat to Taiwan.
So this is drone detection radar. It's a very lightweight, small. It can be put into a carry-on luggage, so a single soldier can easily carry it. And once you take this item out of the luggage box, and we can simply just open this up, and then press the power up item and the button, and then the system will start running in roughly 10 minutes.
Weighing in at roughly 15 kilograms, it's much smaller than a conventional radar, which is usually fixed in a certain location and can't move.
And then I can see others, I can track it as well.
Once connected, this synthetic aperture radar, or SAR, uses special radio waves to create a real-time map of any drones or aircraft flying within 5 kilometers.
The invading drones can be as simple as a civilian, like DJI type drone, which can be easily taken down by a jammer, but it can also could be a hostile drone, like a military drone or like quasi-military drone.
Small civilian drones like the Chinese-made DJI pose a unique threat to militaries around the world. They're cheap, can be modified to carry weapons, and can capture and record video for surveillance purposes. Russia's war in Ukraine has seen small drones like these used to attack enemy vehicles and soldiers. And last year, this kind of threat made its way to Taiwanese territory. In August of 2022, in the outlying islands of Jaime, a Chinese drone flew over a Taiwanese military base, and 2 soldiers tried to bring it down by throwing rocks at it. This gap in Taiwan's defense has pushed the military to invest more in a solution, and these radars are the first step.
And we're going to see some serious deployment in the next 2 or 3 years across Taiwan, and Taiwan is likely being the first nation in the world with such capability deployed.
This push for smaller, more mobile systems is part of what many call an asymmetric defense strategy. This means more small, mobile systems like shoulder-fired rocket launchers, anti-air missiles, and anti-tank weapons. But these weapons only work if you know where the enemy is. And that's why these radars are critical, because they enable Taiwan to increase its security without breaking the bank.
Still radar, but it's a new type of radar that architecture-wise, technology-wise, the manufacturing cost can be dramatically reduced. So we didn't expect that, but we just think that if we have a system that is good enough and is as a low cost can be produced in large volume, then we will find a good market for that.
Analysts say that Taiwan's military already operates a handful of radars, and the country can integrate different technologies and combine these systems to create a robust and complete defense of its airspace.
你固定的这种大型的正规雷达被摧毁的时候，你至少还是有一个小型的雷达可以展开一个我们称为 defense umbrella， 就是防空伞，可以维持局部的空优。这一点就是我们刚才强调了，从乌克兰战争中学到很多的这个 lesson。
The next step for the company is mass production, and it's hoping that in the coming months, it can work more closely with the military, deploying hundreds of radars across Taiwan to defend the country's airspace.
Hundreds of kilometers of fishing nets have been removed from the shores of Penghu, but there's still more work to be done. Tiffany Wong has the story.
Taiwan's outlying Penghu Islands have been getting a beach cleanup. Divers are removing fishing debris from the seabed, but it's not an easy job. The county government and National Kaohsiung University of Science and Technology recently reported the results of their joint project. That's over 600,000 meters of littered nets that are severely damaging the marine ecosystem. But it's a catch-22, as fisheries are the second largest industry in Penghu. The island is a popular tourist destination in Taiwan and is known for its beaches and marine life. Using the latest technology, researchers are collecting data using geospatial systems analysis to build more sustainable industry practices. Howard Zhang and Tiffany Wong for TaiwanPlus.
A university team has made its second successful research rocket launch. Named Jessie, the rocket made liftoff off Taiwan's southern coast.
3、2、1，点火。
Jessie is the brainchild of Tamkang University's Aerospace Engineering Department. The single-action rocket carried scientific equipment over 4 kilometers into the air in just 7 seconds. It took place at the recently opened Shuhai launch site in Pingdong County. Hundreds of people dressed in vibrant costumes and masks took to Taipei streets over the weekend to celebrate the Philippine Masskara festival. Our reporter Sandy Chi was there.
Walking down the streets of Taipei on Sunday in flamboyant outfits and colorful masks. These are members of the Taiwan's Filipino community.
You can see different kind of mascara, different outfit, different dance moves. So it's so excited to see each and every one of us to perform well.
This is the Philippines Masskara Parade in Taipei. It is one of the biggest cultural events for the Filipino community here in Taiwan. This year, the gathering is in its 4th year, and over 100 people have gathered here for the event. As you can see behind me, there are people dressed up in colorful outfits and beautiful masks. For sure, Filipinos here do not want to miss out on this event.
Starting in the 1980s, the festival was born from one of the country's worst famines. The grinning masks help bring a smile back to the faces of the bereft. And now the festival continues to spread happiness. Filipinos first brought the tradition to Taipei in 2019, when there were only 500 participants. But organizers say hundreds more than that came this year.
台北市是一个多元共融的城市，那我们也欢迎这些移工跟移民朋友一起来共襄盛举。他们都很精心打扮，也有练他们的团练的舞蹈这样子。对，我们知道他们都很用心。
The event kicked off in the early afternoon by handing out 300 hand-painted masks to everyone on the streets, even to those who were not attending the parade.
我觉得台湾有这种更多元的活动，其实是很好的，对，让我们可以更去了解说，其实现在台湾越来越多新住民在这边，所以我觉得有这种活动让大家互相认识，我觉得是很好的。
Like previous years, the event's parade took center stage. 23 teams, including people from the Philippines, Taiwan, China, Malaysia, and Indonesia, participated.
I'm very excited because this event is only 1 year. It's the last year and this year is almost the same, but totally this year is the best.
The event showcases Philippine culture, attracting many local Taiwanese from diverse backgrounds. Some parents decided to use it as an opportunity to teach their children about culture.
因为这个活动蛮有趣的，希望他们可以看看不同的事情，认识一些不同的人。
Although a long way from home, these Filipinos don't complain about loneliness, but come together to bring their smile and culture to Taiwan. Joseph Wu, Jeremy Olivier, and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally, we leave with the images from a 50-kilometer relay race in Austria involving trail running, paragliding, mountain biking, and kayaking. I'm Jaime Ocon. Take care and see you next time.